All right, guys. Today I want to talk to you about my AR pistol slash firearm. I know some of you are going to give me a hard time, but if you look at the current rules on it right now, the ATF rules, to have a forward grip, you got to have it 26 inches overall length. Mine's more than 26 inches overall length, so it says a firearm now and not a pistol. It's a weird law, but whatever. So I thought I'd give you a rundown of it. I chose this because I had a war sport with a heavier barrel, and we were clearing houses with a group that I was training with, and we'd clear houses for 2, 3, 4 hours. And with that war sport, with a 16-inch heavier barrel on it, I was just so weighed down. And I mean, by an hour into it, I'm like, I don't even want to hold this gun anymore. 2 hours into it, I'm like, I can't even lift it anymore. So I chose a smaller gun. And also because when you're clearing a room with a guy, having this space not stick out to here and bump this guy is pretty nice. And being able to get around a room corner is pretty nice as well, right? I said I had it collapse. So it collapses down pretty small. I have it all the way extended. Still gets me my nose to the charging handle, and then I can still reach up, grab it, and I really enjoy this rifle. This is a nice rifle. It's still a little heavy. You'd be surprised. I was trying to go with a light, but so what I did was I used a Santan upper and lower. I used a Lantac bolt. I used the Bravo Company new lightweight M-Lock rail, Bravo Company hand grip, Bravo Company 11.5 with the carbine length gas tube and the Bravo Company gas block. I did that because I wanted the extra gas pressure coming back. I'm okay with it being an inch longer to have the carbine length instead of the small length and not have the problems. So going to the back, I got the Bravo Company grip. I've got the Geisley SSA trigger in it. I believe this is still the current combat trigger now for SOCOM. I really like it. It's not the Super 3 gun. I have a couple of Super 3 guns. I really like them. But for an actual, not trying to be fancy rifle, I really enjoy this setup. Now, I have the Maxim Defense collapsible pistol stock, so it collapses small. You can immediately grab it and pull it out, and when you sometimes shoulder it, it works pretty good. It also works good if you want to put it on your handle. I mean your hand to have a pistol. I wrapped it around there, shot it. It works fine. But when you sometimes shoulder it, it works really good. Okay, it's almost like you can't even tell the difference. I use a Magpul 2-point sling. Now, to be honest with you, this Magpul that I got is too small. It's weird. It's like 4 inches too small for me. So I'm going to switch probably to the Haley Strategic and run that so I can just have a little bit more length on my 2-point sling, right? I took it off so that it's not all bobbling in your way. You can see it better. So on this Maxim Defense, I don't know if I mentioned already, but I got the JP buffer, the silent captured buffer. And so it makes the back of the gun just a little bit heavy. But overall, I haven't had any problems with it. I like it, especially whenever you're running a chest rig. You can brace it on your chest rig while you're waiting or while you're about to enter into a room. You can take some weight off of the gun on your chest rig. So yeah, now I run a comp on a lot of stuff. I chose not to run a comp on this one and to put a flash hider on it. I've shot this flash hider at night. It's probably not what I'm going to use. I'm still looking to try to figure out what I'm going to use, but I've used the Kroll induction brake. I've used the Surefire. I've used several, and I like them. They'll make you shoot, flatter and keep you on, and you can shoot it faster. But the problem is whenever you're in a room with somebody and you're clearing a room and this is right here and you've got a comp on it, oh my gosh, it tears those people, it tears the people up. And then with the Kroll induction, you can still feel the blowback from here just a little too much. So I got rid of the brake. I did that mainly for the guys that I was working with because they weren't very happy with it. I do have the Knights flip-up sights. I don't think I'll ever need them, but you have them just in case. Now the Optic is the new Trijicon MRO. I really like this. It was weird. I thought I would like the third co-witness, the little taller mount, but with it extended back, which still gets you your nose to your charging handle properly, this thing has a wider field of view than my Aimpoint Micros, and I really like it. It fits perfect for me, and I can keep both my eyes open, and I've got not quite an EOTech field of view, but almost, with the Aimpoint Micro battery life. So, you know, this, if I leave it on setting 3, the battery goes 5 years. If I leave it on, at this time of day, 4 works really well. In the middle of the day, sometimes 5, sometimes 6. And I change the battery every year on my birthday. And I've always got like 5 or 6 extra, and I buy like a couple of packages every birthday. So this can stay on all the time, and you're never going to have any issues with it. And I've got, I think under this configuration with this rifle, I've got about 3,000 rounds unsuppressed and about 1,500 rounds suppressed right now. And suppressed, I just wanted to see how long it would go before I cleaned it. And suppressed, I went like 900 rounds before I had my first, and it wasn't even a failure. You know, I tap rack bang, it wasn't even a failure. All I had to do was push the forward assist, and it came back in and shot. So that makes me a big believer in the Landtac and then the BCM gas system. So this is what I did for my little, you know, primary rifle. You know, it's up to you. Do you want to go with the 10.5 inch, or 11.5 inch pistol? There are some school of thought arguments. Yes, ballistically, it suffers really bad. If you're trying to get out there and make some distance shots, it suffers. But I don't feel like I'm ever going to make distance shots with this. I feel like, you know, and without rule of law, SHTF, you probably don't really have any business clearing rooms. You shouldn't be assaulting anybody. You should just be trying to break contact or keep contact away from you. So this makes a smaller, easier to carry package for me. If I was going to be the gray man, I can fold it down and kind of, you know, tuck it away. Anyway, I just like this size package. I have several though. I have some 14.5, some 16, some 18-inch rifles. This is the one that I carry the most. This is what stays with me all the time. I've become a huge fan of it. Now, on the other side of this, it's always important that we want to forget, you know, we get the rifle, the sling, the optic, and we think we're good. I carry this little stacked micro rig from SOE. It's actually pretty cool. You pull the tops off. Magazines come out really easy. It holds 4 mags and a blowout kit. This is the rippable blowout kit. I just put the blowout kit together myself. This one just has the standard straps. One thing that I'm gonna do now that I've been looking, I think this is my 5th or 6th SOE gear item. I wear their belts all the time. I've got their regular micro rigs, and then I got the stacked. I like the stacked the best. It's my favorite because it's faster. And in pretty much any situation that you can run into, you know, somebody coming into your house, if you choose to use a rifle, you know, SHTF, whatever, this is going to get you through most everything. I would recommend armor plates if you knew you were going to take rounds, but if you weren't sure, you were on recon, you were looking around, maybe you're on a roadblock, or maybe you're in your house and something's going down really fast and you just got to pull it and go, this is my option. This rides with me in my vehicle everywhere I go, mostly in advance or in the thought of seeing an active shooter situation. But anyway, guys, I think they go hand in hand, right? You need a good little chest rig. I very much choose and pick SOE. I'll do some videos with it where we're shooting and show you how nice it is, how slim it is, how fast it is, and then, you know, your rifle. You don't have to spend as much on a rifle as I did. I mean, if you're really getting into it, this thing's expensive. The upper and lower is like $550. The trigger's $200, I think. The lower parts kit are $100. I can't even remember how much the BCM stuff. The the maximum defense and JP were like 475. So, you know, altogether, I think I got 2,500 in this, maybe 3,000 with the optic. I think the Lantac bolt's like 289, I think. So there's a lot of money in this pistol. Do you have to do that? No. Sorry, not pistol, firearm. Do you have to do that? No. Is it the only way? No. Is it a way? Is it the way I liked? Yeah. There's lots of great ways to make an AR configuration. I thought you might like this one. Anyway, ponder on it.